You mentioned the woodlot. This is important to us. Well, we have our own logging company. We took full ownership of it 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So they're doing really well. But we have to, like you said, we've been here for 9,000 years. We've been looking after nature. And because of all the logging and all the stuff, our moose population has dwindled. Like, I do an analogy of before we used to, when I drive to work, you had to watch for moose. Now you have to watch for cars that are slamming on their brakes to take a picture of the moose because you don't see them very often.
Right.
So we're doing the select logging in areas
Yeah.
and stuff, and we want to replant and bring our moose population up. So
Yeah.
So we are actually trying to be the actual stewards of our land again.
Yeah.
Right? So.
And now because of the allocation of the timber rights to that, that timber, it's not non-renewable, but it's yours.
Yep.
And for yours to manage.
Yep.
And that means being good stewards in terms of, and that has a number of other elements to it in terms of that. How do we increase the yield per hectare in terms of timber, but also how do we live in harmony, with the other creatures that live there, because you can do both.
Yep.
It's not exclusive to one or the other.
No.
It's just a matter of saying, well, that's the reality. And again, that's a transition that is now taking place in the forest industry in terms of what will it look like. We know what it looked like in the past. We know what it looked like today. We are well aware of the fact that there are a lot of closures and shutdowns and all of the other kind of things. But then again, we have to collectively, that means governments, both federal, provincial, regional, including First Nations, look at where do we want to go from here and what does it look like.
Yeah.
But we know one thing for sure: it will be different. And but nature has treated us well here collectively. Is that this territory in the interior of British Columbia has an ability of growing amazing fiber and timber because of climate, in spite of global warming and all the other things. This is probably one region compared to the rest of the world where the type of timber that we can grow here yields high quality products. And that's where the opportunities lie that I can see, so.
Yep, there are the opportunities. Well, and then we're, like I said, we're the stewards, so we can work with nature and industry, because we need industry. And then, so not only that, and then we got the load lot, so we know we're planning on how to manage that. And now we're working on a fish hatchery.
Yeah.
So there's the one here, but
right on River Road.
Right on River Road, and we're doing.
Is that still active?
Yes.
Are you involved in it?
No.
Meaning, Clayton Today involved in that or not?
No, they come and met with us, and they told us their plans and stuff, and it's all volunteer basis, and they're doing an amazing.
They've done a fantastic job.
Fantastic job, and the things that they have planned for the future.
Yeah.
Bridge Storage is going to love it, because I guess they want to build a pond.
Yeah.
For catch and release, which was amazing because there's people who don't even get out of town to go to the lakes and stuff, even though we have so many around, right?
Yeah.
So we plan on doing our own fisheries. Our fisheries are putting in a fish hatchery because of the big bar slide that happened. There's no fish. There's no salmon. We haven't had salmon for 5 years.
Yeah.
Like, we've had to get them from the coast.
Yeah.
First Nations buy fish from them to bring it in for our members.
Bring it back to.
We haven't. Last year we were able to fish a little bit, but not as much. We didn't have enough for all our members. So this is what we're trying to do: is bring back our moose, manage the fiber in our, and the fish. Bring back the fisheries and stuff like this.
Yeah.
That's our traditions. Those are our traditional foods. And